p.m.
ending weeks of
Not a
speculation
huge
about the
trade,
Super
not a
Bowl winner's
surprising
future.
trade,
That's the
but a
first
trade
quarterback
nevertheless.
domino
We've
to
been
fall this
waiting
offseason.
for one of these
Now we
dominoes
turn
to
our
fall as
attention
it
to the
relates
future
to a
of
veteran
Aaron
player
Rodgers and
landing
Sam
with a new
Darnold. So
franchise.
Rodgers may be the future Hall
49ers
of Famer,
GM
but
John
Sam
Lynch said
Darnold
this week,
had the better
Debo
year
Samuel
last
has asked
season,
to be
throwing for more
traded,
touchdown
and they're
passes
going
with
to
a better
honor the
QBR
request,
and
which means
far
this
more
was inevitable.
team
And so the news
success.
breaks. Saturday around
crew
dinner
we
time,
have today.
49ers have a deal to
Dan
send Debo
Orlovsky
Samuel to
joining
the Washington
program,
Commanders for a fifth-round pick.
Navy,
$17.55 million is what he's due to make this year. I've seen others say it's more like 21.7. Maybe I missed something, and that's entirely possible. But I went back to the original calculations we did when we broke down the Debo Samuel contract extension that was signed in 2022. $17.55 million is what I calculate this to be. Last year, the contract, free agent 2026, remains to be seen whether or not he wants a new deal on the way through the door, whether or not maybe they have an agreement in place to give him a new deal. If so, that has yet to come to light. Might just be they send a fifth-round pick for 1 year. And then they'll decide what they're going to do when 2026 rolls around. This is a calculated risk for the Commanders. On one hand, you've got Adam Peters, the GM of the team, who knows a thing or two about Debo Samuel because he was the assistant GM in San Francisco when Samuel got his latest deal. And remember all that ugliness from 2022? Samuel was done with the 49ers. He wanted to be traded back to the East Coast. There are all these different reasons and explanations, and it felt like they were headed in separate directions, and then boom, they did the deal. Now, with 1 year left on that contract, there's a new deal in place. At least a new team in place. We'll see whether or not that new contract comes. For the 49ers, they've got Brandon Ayuk coming off of torn ACL. They've got Ricky Pearsall, who had a solid rookie season, especially when we consider what happened to him on Labor Day weekend. And they may have to go out and try to enhance the receiving core elsewhere. But this was about recognizing that, for their perspective, the time had come to move on from Debo Samuel. And it's possible that the change of scenery will make all the difference. His numbers were not great last year. He had that career high in 2021. It's tailed off since then. Who knows? Who knows if you can turn the clock back? He's 29. He's got a lot of wear and tear, a lot of hard yards, right? Not a lot of separation down the field, big catches, a lot of get the ball and just plow your way through defenders. Remember, they discovered what a great running back he was in the 21 season. So the real question is going to be, how much is left in the tank? Is there an accumulation of hits that will keep him from being a number one or a number two? And right now, Terry McLaurin's number one in D.C. When you look at their slate of free agents, 28 in all, there's a lot of receivers whose contracts are expiring, like De'Ami Brown.
That's what you feel comfortable saying, Dio.
Just to name a few. And there are 4 or 5 of them in all that are due to become free agents. Terry McLaurin, the only recognizable name that is under contract for 2025 other than Luke McCaffrey, draft pick last year, who may see some increased opportunities if more of these guys who are due to be free agents move on. And new guys come in, like a Debo Samuel. So there'll definitely be a role for him. Top of the market is $35 million. $17.55 is a good deal. It's almost such a good deal that maybe Samuel's going to want a new deal. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But as I always say, if you're going to do a new contract when you trade for a guy, do it on the way in. Because once you do the deal, the leverage goes to the player. It's all got to be part of the transaction. Hey, you want a new team? Fine. Here's the contract we're offering. Agree to it now. Let's get it done now. Now, for all I know, as I sit here saying this, it's possible the reports are already emerging. We're trying to get this thing moving, get the video posted. So you can hear our immediate analysis of the news that landed, not necessarily out of the blue, but still, we weren't expecting it. Trade in place, 49ers, Commanders, Debo Samuel to Washington. And remember the one caveat, I mention this all the time, because one of these days, one of these...
Shannon Sharp, number one. Number two, that's 2 minutes of my life I can't get back. That ain't the reason to support Aaron Rodgers, Shannon, over Sam Darnold. Here's the reason. The Minnesota Vikings are 14-2.
Oh, gosh.
They said that's right, Shannon. I'm going right back there. Shannon, you remember this when Dio was raving about him? How do you forget that? You usually catch this stuff, Shannon. This man was raving about Sam Darnold. They're pouring water on him like he had won a championship. They didn't even win a division yet. And this man was celebrating him. And I said, yo, did he win something? Did I miss something? What the hell did he win? You still got to go to Detroit in the season finale. There's 13 guys on the injury reserve on the defensive side of the ball. What's he going to do? I mean, he's going to have a field day. They got blown out. And then after that, Minnesota went in the first round, got sent home. Just like that. That's Sam Darnold. I'm not picking Sam Darnold over Aaron Rodgers, especially if I got a chance. If I'm some kind of...
Y'all are flakes, man.
You got to be kidding me.
Listen.
Go ahead, Ocho.
Y'all are flakes.
You did a 182, Chad.
I did not.
Yes, you
My
did.
position is the same.
Yes, you did.
My position is the
Yes,
same.
you
I got
did.
the tape.
Yes, you did.
I got the
You
tape.
were like, rest in peace, Aaron Rodgers. You were so sick of Aaron
Excuse
Rodgers.
me.
You didn't want to
Thank
hear
you.
from him. You felt like you had
We got
no
the
one.
tape.
No,
You
I
got
never
the
get
tape.
on you
You
like
are
that.
wrong.
You
You
are
got the
wrong.
tape.
Because I'm the only fool that's had to sit here every single day.
This is a Benedict Arnold moment. This is a Benedict Arnold moment for you, Kamali. This is a Benedict Arnold moment. Oh, please. That is not
Can
true.
we let the best dig route runner in the history
Yeah.
of the NFL?
There you go.
You know what? Best route runner, period. Not even a specific route.
Okay.
Best route runner. Think about this.
This is a bad brother.
What did Sam Darnold look like before without a Justin Jefferson and a Addison? What did he look like before that?
Yeah.
Subpar player.
Like Aaron Rodgers
So,
and the Jets?
Aaron Rodgers with the Jets, Devontae Adams, Alan Lazard. You wanted all your people over there. What did Aaron Rodgers look like with a great supporting cast?
He started to play better at the back end of the season.
The back end of the season?
Yeah, he started playing
Up,
winning football.
Down, up,
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Inconsistency. Can you win in this NFL with inconsistency? At any point?
No.
At any stage?
No.
It's even at your age, coming off an Achilles injury.
No.
Can
You need
win?
to be two things in life, consistent and resilient.
Again, a quarterback is only as good as
my
his supporting
God.
cast.
Is that a
Sam
source?
Darnold.
Is
No,
that a
that's
source?
I'm with you.
that's
Sam
a
Darnold.
Molly Carum thing.
But if
use it
you
stop
tell
it.
me
But
Sam
Molly.
Darnold's going to go to the Raiders,
Shannon, two things, consistent, resilient. What's up, buddy?
But D.O. keeps saying, well, I'm not so sure he can play like that anyplace else. So if that's the case, why wouldn't you take Rodgers that's going to be motivated, that has something to prove because the Jets says we want to move on, we want to move forward without you as opposed to with you. I want a motivated person that's going to come in, that's going to come to training camp, that's going to be bought in.
Shannon.
I don't
even know what's going on right now.
Shannon,
I
I'm
don't
going
know.
to be honest. I'm having a really hard time listening to you right now because I am so confused by hearing you say a motivated guy that's going to show up in
motivated
training
guy?
camp. I felt like no one was more
Yes.
critical. When everyone else was scared to disparage Aaron Rodgers, you weren't. And then that's why this 180 is just a lot
And what
for me
did I
right
say?
now. And Dan is on the same page.
No,
I'm not on the same
listen to
page
what
with you, Molly.
listen to what I'm saying.
They're not.
See, y'all talking about the
we're not-
critical.
we're not talking
What
about
did I
that.
say? Because he never bought in. At mini camps,
How do you
training
know
camps,
how do
he
you know
said
he's
they weren't
buying in?
mandatory. So he took it upon himself to lay everything was based on his resume.
You're 18.
Think about it, a 4-time league MVP and a team says, you know what, we're better off with